final play didn't take the timeout, let Collins go and get the layup. Is that a trust thing in your guys?
I like those scenarios, kind of I wouldn't call it a broken play, but you don't give your opponent really a chance to get set, get their defense set. We got Frankie downhill. We wanted to set a ball screen somewhere near half court. Bryant set a good screen, which kind of turned him loose, and we wanted to attack the basket, get something going to the basket.
When you put a player like Jose Perez, it's probably for nights like this when just nothing was going right on offense, it seems like, and he was your go-to guy delivering in the clutch.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason, we saw, so much in him, not only watching his film before he came to us, but also watching him practice, the impact that he could have. I mean, that's why he's in the starting lineup as quick as he is, just because of, he's a unique player, and he could, he could score, he could get to the free throw line, he's a willing passer, so he's, he needs to have the ball, and other guys will too, and we're still learning to trust each other and share the ball the right way and play the right way, on the offensive end.
And his injury tonight, was it serious?
What was that?
The injury tonight, was it serious?
For Jose?
Yeah.
No, it was cramping.
Okay.
It was they played a lot of minutes. The Jose and Frankie and Jemiah, those guys. So Frankie also had some cramping issues.
You generated five turnovers in like a minute or so. What happened? What all happened there?
I mean, I thought overall it was effective in the second half when we went to it. We really had no choice again because of just how inefficient we were, in all phases really, not only on offense in the first half. We felt like we needed a spark again, and it paid off. I think sometimes when you're, as many games as they've won over the last year plus, that team, you get some game pressure on, one turnover could snowball, now someone else has it and they're a little unsure. And we do have good length and athleticism, so I think it paid off in that situation. Gaffney was really, for me, the play of the game, with the way he just laid out for the loose ball. It was something we needed for the first 20 minutes of the game that we just didn't see like almost any examples of. And finally, the last 8 minutes of the game we played with, I thought, good desperation.
Your teams have, over the years, kind of raced back from some deficits in difficult situations when you've pressed. Is there just something about just outforces a certain aggressiveness, or?
I just think we were, I don't know, there was a lot of like blank expressions in the first half. We didn't have anybody playing well, so everyone was kind of glassy. We just trying to really infuse life into our players in huddles and trying to convince them that, we're still in this, we got a chance. The players became vocal and started believing more in it. I don't want to put anything more into it from a coaching standpoint than there is. I thought the guys, stepped up. Kamari Lands had a good second half on offense. Jose made his plays. Frankie showed, why he's a winning point guard to close the game out.
Coach, we saw Frankie show a lot of passion late in that game, specifically just yelling, getting excited, getting the team hyped up. How important was that into getting the rest of the guys kind of riled up and getting them to go and do what they did at the end of that game?
Yeah, I think we were across the board frustrated, and sometimes you start making some plays like that, positive plays, an exciting dunk, and then he is able to release some of that frustration, and that's with his emotion, and Frankie wants to win badly and make winning plays. We were all just really struggling together through most of that game, and I'm happy that he was able to step up late and make some of the plays he made.
How far can this go as far as just gutting one out, one that you didn't have a lead for basically almost 39 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that, again, it was collective in terms of the guys who were out there, just the commitment to making multiple efforts, creating the turnovers and then converting, and so it all kind of just came together, and we sat down and guarded in the possession when it was tied, and Zoe was able to get a deflection, and then we had another deflection and it went off then. So things like, because of our commitment to play defense down the stretch, it put us in a position, to win that game. But this game, I'm not saying every team is the same, but this way we've started this season, in a way, to me, mirrors how we started last season, and it's very highly coincidental. We're still searching, and we need to find it, and I didn't know we were going to find it the way we did in Brooklyn last year. We found it quick. So, that's the mission now for us, really, and then over the next week is to, again, get fresh guys that played heavy minutes, but also we got to practice together and build that cohesiveness. It's still not there yet.
Coach, what was the reason for not starting Kamari last night? Obviously, he played virtually the entirety of the second half. What happened at halftime, and why didn't you start him at the beginning?
It's nothing to do with his performance. He coming in, he was our leading scorer. A tremendous belief in him. I do think at this moment, as of today, in my view, in my opinion, we have 6 starters, and so one guy is not going to start, and it happened to be Kamari. I'm not saying that's how it's going to go the whole time. I just thought we needed to change something. I didn't like at halftime that it was 22-12 in the paint, and and I'm not blaming Sean's on him totally, but at that point you say, okay, well, we're not winning the paint, so let me get Kamari out there, and that was kind of the decision behind starting him in the second half. But Sean's going to have a lot of really good moments here. It's going to be a learning process for him.
This one that you were expecting, kind of the difference in the points of the paints, given that this team is one of the taller teams that you've had, is something that's kind of surprising?
I just think they hurt you in a number of ways. Koulibaly got too many deep touches. We got to fix that. We got to be able to contest shots around the basket better, and especially with our league. Once we get the conference play, the type of 5 men that are in our conference, it's probably one of the strongest core of bigs that I've had since I've been in the Pac-12. So got to fix that certainly, but. The guard is tough too because he gets in the paint and they got guys that could drive the ball. So, and they go after the ball. Like, they really, credit to them and how they play. They outplayed us for most of the game, and they crashed the board. So we do have to get better at scoring in the paint and defending the paint.
I felt like the shot selection was definitely, like, in the first half, everything was really contested. Do you think a lot of things opened up in the second half, which allowed you guys to even spark their run?
I think it was a reflection of just how we came out, and that's on me to make sure there's more fire when you play. I think we were settling a lot, and they were getting every loose ball, and they were making all the effort plays. We were not ready to play in the first half. So then what do? You settle for jump shots because that's the easy thing to do. So we have to figure out a way to play harder, to compete harder, to work harder to get a better shot in the first half, and it's all things that we'll watch on film with the team, and hopefully we could get better. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.